Colorado Springs is gearing up for the 101st running of the
Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. That sold-out event brought spectators and fans.
Oldest auto racing traditions in the country.
Last time Brett Dickey and the Project Import S2000 competed at Pikes Peak, they were met with many challenges. It was their rookie year, their first to go up the historic hill climb. The bumpy mountain roads on the upper section made for some drama during practice. The snowy weather on race day made it so they couldn't run the full climb, and so while the team finished the race that year, there was still unfinished business with the mountain.
So guys, here we are, the end of Pikes Peak for 2021. We didn't get all the way, as you can see, lots of cars, lots of snow, but we made it to the end. So from everyone,
the Australian driver from Melbourne and the small shop from Orange, California teamed up once again and started prepping the Honda S2000 for a climb they would never forget. With the global conditions easing up and the team confirmed for the 101st running at Pikes Peak, Brett finally had a chance to fly over from Australia to get reacquainted with the S2000. Brett and Project Import are no strangers to time attack, Brett having won World Time Attack Challenge in the club sprint class before, and Project Import with its long history and roots in the sport. Superlap Battle was an excellent opportunity to shake down the car, and the team left Circuit of the Americas happy with the pace they found. With confidence and data gained, it was time to make final preparations and head to Colorado Springs to practice for the big day.
We had some understeer on some slow speed corners, and so we're gonna put a little bit more camber on it so Brett can have a better experience in the slow speed stuff. The car will turn a little bit better.
Today we're just getting the car ready for tech inspection tomorrow morning. A big thing that I like to do myself is obviously the oxygen bottle in the car, which 2021 really affected me. I don't think I gave it enough credit. I saw a lot of people using oxygen and I thought I had it under control, but people always talk about how much power the car loses, but not so much the space between the steering wheel and the seat. So my little friend here that will go up the mountain with me will make it a little bit easier.
With the car in the trailer, it was time to kick off race week with tech inspection. This is the first time fans and the public get to see the lineup of the cars for this year's hill climb, and amongst the competition were plenty of notable entries.
So we're here at Yokohama getting some tyres fitted up for tomorrow's day one of practice for race week. So again, can't do this without the people that support us, and Yokohama is a big part of our 2023 program. So yeah, looking forward to having a brand new set of softs tomorrow.
Good morning.
Got there 4.
We got 4.
Did you see 4? 1, 2, 3.
We're getting cold, but it feels like almost not as cold as it was last week, but maybe that's just the adrenaline.
Yeah, it's obviously a lot colder than we've had through practice so far. So we're up here at the top section. We've just been told that we're running all the way to the summit, but once we get to the finish line, it's all ice. So something definitely to get used to. But the guys have done an amazing job. It's only 3:30 here, and they've got the tyre warmers on. The car's getting warmed up. Feeling pretty positive. There's a fair bit of wind out there today, which we haven't had to deal with even in 2021. So I know we're right, we got the right people on the job, and yeah, just looking forward to jumping back in the car.
Race week, the mountain was divided into 3 sections for practice. Brett's group began day 1 at the top section, where drivers made their way from Devil's Playground, somewhere around 13,000 feet, to the mountain summit at 14,115 feet. This top section can be the most punishing, with its constantly changing bumpy roads and unpredictable weather. Like Brett during his rookie year, most teams have learned to respect the upper portion and have softened their suspension to account for it. Day allowed for 2 runs up the top section before time was up, as tourists and the general public would soon need to make their way up themselves. With practice having gone smoothly, it was time to make some adjustments to the S2000 in preparation for qualifying at the bottom section. The Garrett G35 900 turbocharged 2-litre F20 pushes 600 horsepower at 19 pound of boost, paired with a TTI Tasmania 6-speed sequential and managed by an M-Tron KV8 unit. Kiet brought to our attention that the current turbocharger is a bit too big for their current 2-litre setup at Pikes Peak, and that they'll be pairing it with a 2.2-litre next year. For time attack duty, they'll be switching to a G30 900 with a 2-litre setup to utilise all of the F20C's 9,000 RPM range.
No bears?
Say it again?
There's no bears this year?
You know, I haven't seen a bear.
Okay,
but you
cool.
better not jinx it.
Man, I'm going to come after you if I see a bear.
Exactly. Gotcha, thank you.
Project Import wasn't the only time attack team participating in the hill climb this year. Time attack fans might recognise the evasive Motorsport's S2000 here at the mountain with a new orange and white Pikes Peak special look and piloted by Dai Yoshihara. Derek Boyd was back for another year at Pikes in his Halona Farms Evo 10. Cole Powerson was behind the wheel of the Pikes Peak Special Power Stroke Diesel GTR as opposed to his Time Attack Black and Orange GTR. Mechanical Advantage and their Subaru Impreza, Studio RSR with their A90 Supra, and Ray Guerrero in his Dodge Viper. With the cars unloaded, tyre warmers on, and the mandatory drivers meeting complete, the pressure was on for Brett to perform. A good qualifying time earns you an earlier run order, where the weather tends to cooperate for a faster climb. Perhaps more importantly though, drivers need to avoid any critical errors and simply qualify, as to not throw away all they've worked for up to this point.
Got a car off at engineers, we've got 2 safety trucks on scene.
So we have the tire warmers on. Obviously someone's off, suboptimal. Hopefully we can get out, get some run with some people in the tires still.
To put down a respectable time, qualifying him for Sunday. The team decided to give it another go to collect some data and confidence, then called it a day.
I don't know how to describe what we've been through in the last 24 hours. The boys have done an absolutely amazing job. They woke up at 2 o'clock yesterday morning for practice in the top section and didn't finish working on the car after practice until 7 p.m. So huge day from them. Found a few issues that we've rectified today. The S2000's flying again, so we're really looking forward to what the rest of the week holds and going into race day. We've qualified for the big event. Pretty excited about that. Pretty happy with the way the car went and the way I was driving today. From what I've heard from the boys, we actually sat on top of the timesheets there for a while, which is pretty cool from a little team from Orange. So little team, big dreams, and that's what we're rolling into race day with.
With qualifying done, Brett made some time to go to the mountain for some reconnaissance.
Is where all those fences were, where the big rock I said.
Yeah, so exactly. So Brown. Oh
no, we're up here.
We're up here, yeah.
So when we turn this corner here,
yeah,
this corner's this one here.
So we're before
Glen
Cove.
That one.
The hill climb boasts 156 turns throughout its 12.4 miles, many of them dangerously similar in appearance. And with many competitors like Brett coming from afar, memorizing the course in person could mean the difference between going faster and not finishing the race.
So this is Glen Cove, and this is the start where we'll start tomorrow. Now this one's an odd one. Because look at it, it looks like it's a hairpin, isn't it? Yeah. But it's not.
Old timer, because it's an old timer corner. Old timer, we call it 3.
Yep.
3 left.
It's tight, but you get through it all right.
All right.
See, it opens up.
So should I do like a 3.5 left?
Yes. Look at that.
Oh yeah. 3.5 left, late apex, flat.
Yep.
Sometimes even tourists have trouble. With teams up since before 3 a.m, finding time to prep for the coming days while getting enough sleep to perform the next morning makes simpler tasks like finding time to memorize the mountain in a rental car a challenge. Time management and maintaining balance is especially part of Pikes Peak for teams with smaller budgets, who've had less practice on the mountain before race week and less crew to address any issues that might arise. Race day was approaching fast, and the excitement could be felt around the pits.
Yeah, super excited for today. Couldn't be any happier. I mean, got to work on the car last night. Like, we were out of the shop by 7 o'clock. It was great. So we're in a great spot. The car's better than it's ever been. So can't wait to see what happens today.
If you're enjoying the inside coverage so far, make sure to give us a like and hit subscribe. Car Plus Tuner is your channel for motorsport and performance modified content, including time attack news and more.
wrapping up day 3 of testing right now. We're here in the middle section. Brett's done an awesome job driving. Car's happy. We've got our tire pressures and our engineering stuff in a place where we're happy with that window as well. We tested yesterday at PPIR, tested some new launch control and the traction control, and it's working very well. Brett's happy. Overall, it was about as good of a 3 test days as we could ask for. Now we're just ready for FanFest and for the race day.
FanFest is a yearly tradition in downtown Colorado Springs like no other. During Brett's rookie year, it was unfortunately cancelled due to concerns surrounding the pandemic. An estimated 30,000 fans gather for this celebration, many happy to see the S2000 up close and personal and get their hands on some Pikes Peak memorabilia.
So we're back, it's 2023 and practice is over. Race week is about to end. Tomorrow's race day, and our goal from 2021, our opportunity is finally here. Weather looks amazing, and this is where we plan to be tomorrow with the race car. Brett's got one job left to do, and it's be up here at the top.
Once again, it is that time.
And one popular racer, the man known as the fastest pastor, hopes to have his best showing yet. He has battled the mountain and serious health issues and hopes that this will be the year.
And God, we pray, may we be continually reminded as we look at the trees and the valleys and the mountains of your goodness, no matter where we're at on that journey. God, that we can look at the majestic peak and think how awesome it is. God promises us that he will not lay it to waste. God is not a wasteful God. Whether you're on top of the mountain or you're down in the valley, he's still with you. He promises that. He says,
Ken Block, who was previously racing up America's Mountain in past races, he died this past January.
Lucy will be carrying his spirit forward by driving in this year's Race to the Clouds. Leah's trek up the 156 turns will be an exhibition run, a drive paving tribute to her father.
Herculean climb to the top. With 10 blocks on the roof, but Leah behind the wheel. The good thing is this will climb to the top of Pikes Peak, 14,000.
With the weather making a complete climb to the top possible, it was time for Brett DICKIE and Project Import to finish the job and race to the clouds.
had one.
That explains it. So it's like Brett had an issue with the brakes towards the last sector.
So that's a wrap from 2023 Pikes Peak Hill Climb. We managed to get to the summit today with a 10:52. Pretty happy with that time overall. The car definitely threw some challenges at me with the brake pedal going rock hard halfway up, as well as the car struggling from being too cold. So definitely not something that people experience here at the mountain, but you never know what this car's going to throw at us. So I can't say thank you enough to all our sponsors, our team, our team's families, my family, and of course everyone at Project Import for allowing me to be the driver of this team and this program.
For more Pikes Peak content, check our Time Attack News bonus channel where we share raw 8K footage from events and more. Thank you for watching and remember to subscribe.